6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We start with breaking news. Madison police are investigating a robbery on the city's north side. It happened around 9:30 last night. Police say the victim was walking through Warner Park when two people walked up to him and threatened him with a knife. The suspect stole his wallet and then tossed him to the ground. They got away. There are no arrests this morning. The victim has non-life-threatening injuries.
Police say they've recovered the car involved in the murder of a 15-year-old Madison girl. As of last Thursday, no arrests have been made in the case. They say they can't release any more information because the investigation is ongoing. It was October 10th when someone shot and killed 15-year-old Kaisha Miller outside her apartment on Madison's Far East Side. Police recovered nearly 50 rounds at the scene.
A former Village of McFarland president accused of child sexual assault is no longer facing a charge. Dane County Court Commissioner dismissed the single count against 74-year-old Bradley Zaboter yesterday. He was scheduled to appear in court, but he didn't. The DA's office says its investigation determined the original accusations were, quote, somewhat vague and inconsistent to begin with.
Ivanka Trump will testify in the fraud case against her father's empire tomorrow. Her testimony follows the former president's own combative testimony yesterday, in which he called New York's Attorney General a political hack. At one point, the judge asked Trump's lawyers to control their client. The case could end up costing Mr. Trump $250 million in penalties and bar him and his children from ever doing business again in the state of New York. 5
Republican candidates will take the stage Wednesday night in Miami for the third GOP presidential debate. Chris Christie, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Tim Scott are on the lineup. Trump will skip the debate for a third time in a row.
A look at the Gaza skyline this morning, where there are new developments in the war in the Middle East. Right now, the Israel Defense Forces say they have encircled Gaza City. Israel's prime minister says his country will oversee security in Gaza for an indefinite period once the war ends. The Gaza Health Ministry says more than 10,000 people have been killed since the conflict started a month ago. This exactly 1 month since that deadly attack by Hamas, in which they killed 1,400 Israelis and took more than 200 hostage. The UW Board of Regents will consider the system president's workforce development plan this Thursday. It's a $32 million plan that targets a series of workforce divisions. It was money originally meant to be spent on diversity, equity, and inclusion offices. Republicans in the legislature say they wouldn't give the money back until UW changed what it would use the funds for. We've got a first warn traffic alert for you. Today, the northbound off-ramp from 151 onto Bristol Street will close down. Crews are doing some work on the ramp. It's unclear when that ramp will reopen, but drivers should plan to use the Windsor Street exit as an alternate route.
Check out these pictures from Madison's north side. Firefighters rescuing a dump truck driver whose vehicle flipped over. It happened at the intersection of Wheeler Road and Sherman Avenue. The passenger was able to get out of the truck, but the driver was stuck. Firefighters had to use a ladder to help the driver crawl out. Both were taken to the hospital to be checked for injuries.
Hi, good morning. Coming up on 7 o'clock, a cooler start to our morning with the north wind. We're down to 37. We did clear out, so that really allowed that temperature to drop over the last hour. We're looking at a mix of clouds and sun today, so we get in the upper 40s by the noon hour. Should be getting very close to 50. As the afternoon wears on, as we get closer to the sun going down, we will see more cloud cover rolling in, but it should be dry this evening. That'll change, though, later tonight into tomorrow. Beautiful sunrise as it's coming up on the horizon now. Temperatures in the 40s most of the day, but may get close to 50 this afternoon. So about 10 to 15 degrees cooler today. A little bit wetter tomorrow, on and off showers, especially in the morning. Cooler by the end of the week, but we get back to sunshine by Friday and the weekend. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s.
Nice stretch of sun, Kelly. We like it.
Yeah.
We'll have another news and weather update in 30 minutes.